Hi, I'm Rob Schoenbeck, a digital humanities researcher and writing specialist at UC Irvine's Center for Excellence in Writing and Communication. Today I'm here with Michelle Tsai, who's our Scholarship Opportunities Program coordinator. The Scholarship Opportunities Program helps students apply for prestigious scholarships such as the Gates, Rhodes, Fulbright, etc. Now, Michelle obviously helps these students out and looks at a lot of personal and professional statements for these applications. So that's our current assignment, so you might want to pay attention to some of her bits of advice here. So Michelle, how did you get started in this line of work?
Well, I actually applied through the Scholarship Opportunities Program successfully for a Fulbright English teaching assistantship to Mexico. And it was a very transformative experience, and I wanted the opportunity to help other people have similar experiences. So after I finished my Fulbright grant, I returned to the U.S. and started working at UCI for the Center for Excellence in Writing and Communication and the Scholarship Opportunities Program as a writing specialist and as a scholarship advisor. And currently, I now coordinate the program.
So what do you think some of the most important features of a professional or personal statement are?
Well, I would have to say the most important feature of a personal or professional statement would have to be the inclusion of details that make you unique, or what makes you unique or perfectly suited for a particular position or program. So remember that you're competing against a wide pool of similarly qualified candidates, so you really need to emphasize what makes you different from these other people.
Right. Now, what are some of the most common mistakes that students make on these essays?
Well, one common mistake that I see very frequently in working with these statements is that students fail to fully answer the prompt. So there's sort of two ways that people go about this. Sometimes students will read the prompt and they will write an essay that doesn't really answer the question. It sort of touches upon it but doesn't fully answer the question. Other times students will start out answering the prompt and then go off on a tangent and basically completely veer off direction.
Now, what kind of advice would you give to students for the process of writing a personal or professional statement?
Well, my best advice for people who are looking to write a personal and professional statement would be to view the act of writing the essay as a process. So many times, especially for people who are strong writers, they are used to being able to just fire off an essay maybe the night before or a week before something is due. But honestly, if you want to have a strong and compelling personal statement, I would suggest at least 2 to 3 drafts, and I would suggest that you start at least, hopefully, a month before the essay is due. And in addition to that, I would also suggest that students proofread. You wouldn't believe how many personal statements that I've received where there are tiny grammatical errors, misspellings. Sometimes students spell their own name wrong, and it's just incredibly embarrassing. And it's something that you can spend 5 minutes doing at the end of your essay. And the last piece of advice I would have for you would be to share your essay with a trusted faculty or research mentor, a TA, perhaps your parents or your friends, anyone that you know that is a strong writer, because their feedback could be very helpful. They could help point out some holes in your logic, or maybe a better way to organize the content of your personal or professional statement.
Thank you, Michelle. All good stuff to keep in mind.